Well, go on, traders. Yeah, the traders here again, man. So, lots have been happening with Mullen. So, I decided to make this video on the weekend just to, touch base and see what the temperature in the room is like in terms of what you guys are thinking in terms of what Mullen will be doing. So, I will give my opinion at the end, but I just want to kind of, check and see what you guys are thinking. Will Mullen fall all the way down to lower levels, or will Mullen push up back from this level? So hit me up in the comments. Tell me what do you think, guys. Just hit me up in the comments. So I usually look at the facts in terms of what the chart is telling me. That is how I started out this journey with you guys. So a lot of people right now are quite fearful in terms of what will be happening with Mullen. So we have been through this how many times, guys? For those that are was with me from last year, November, thereabout. How many times have we been through this? Where the fear set in, and everyone is thinking, "Hey, Mullen is done." So look at this, guys. We were here before when Mullen came all. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, well, I have a lot of charts there, but Mullen had came down from a higher level, came all the way. Let me zoom over to the left here. Let me do that instead. So we were here, guys. Remember where we're coming from. Mullen had run up from around 21 cents, ran all the way up to almost 50 cents, came back down to 26 cents, and this is the level that we were at, guys, and we were watching it to see what would Mullen do. We had hit a resistance at this level, and let me make my screen a little bit bigger. We hit a resistance at 31, and Mullen was trending down all of that time. So what did we say at that time? We were saying that if Mullen goes below the 21 cents, then chances are, Mullen would be basically, well, done for the next short term. But what Mullen did is actually hold this level at around 19.21 cents. Then it started pushing back up. So here we are again now, guys. Here we are again, where the fear is in the market. Remember, we were here. What were you guys thinking at that time? For those that were with us late last year, this was around the 9th of December. What were you guys thinking? Get out, stay in, or just pack it in, or do you have faith that Mullen will run up? So look at what has happened since. We have pushed up one, two, three times since then, guys. Mullen came back down, tested a support level, pushed back up three times. The RSI, as you can see, was oversold in November. Where you see these on the RSI, where you see these blue lines, is showing a very strong oversold indicator. And look at that, guys, oversold again. And right now we are in oversold level. All right, so what happened on Friday? So based on the entire market, what's happening with the market, Mullen did not hold the support, which is the old resistance. It did not hold it. So as I have always said to you guys, make sure that you have your stop losses set just in case anything happens, because we want to make sure that we secure our profits or secure whatever you have on the shares. So what had happened here? I had my stop loss set right below this level, where you have you fall back below the old resistance, and it actually kicked me out. So guess what, guys? I am smiling guys. I'm smiling because I'm saying, hey, guess what, the stocks that I have here, I'm looking to get back in Mullen and get it at a cheaper price again. We have done it here, we have done it around this level, and we're going to do it again. Rinse and repeat, guys. That's how you make money. All right, so I'd set a buy order at this level at around 26, which will be the old support, and it came down to the 26, guys, and pushed back up a bit. So I'm actually back in Mullen with the same number of shares I had at this level. That's why I keep telling you guys, need to make sure you secure your investment. So I'm back in again, guys. And guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to put my stop order a little bit below this level at around 25, just in case, worst case, Mullen comes back down to the 21. But if Mullen runs up back into the 28 and push back up to retest the 31 level, I'm smiling, guys, because I'm in profits. And as you can see here, there was a sharp rejection at the 25 cents level, sharp rejection on the with the sellers, and there's a pushback up. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna not go down and retest this level, but at least I'm buying at a cheaper level. And this is an old support. This is an old support, guys. As you can see here, that's an old support. So I'm working with the chart itself in terms of where I buy and where I sell. That's the name of the game, guys. We watch the support and resistance. So I'm in again. It has pushed up back since. We're gonna take a look at Yahoo Finance. It has pushed up again since. So I am hoping that it will start pushing back up on my, remember this yellow trend line that I drew. So I'm hoping that it push backs up on that and start the climb again, guys. Because once you're trading, the fear is always there in terms of when the stock drop. The fear is that once the stock drop, it's gonna drop lower. Yes, it can happen, but the saying is that when there's fear in the market, that's the time when you actually buy. And I've done that. I've sold a little bit higher, and I am buying a little bit lower. And remember, we had taken profits at the top here when the Mullen had pushed up to around 45. So we should be playing with house money by now. I've done this 3 times so far. All right, so let's take a look and see what's going on with Yahoo Finance. Was there a big sell-off? So yes, there was a sell-off about 50 million shares, but we're still pretty much decent. 470 million in market cap. The Mullen fell 7 almost 8% on Friday, but pre-market, or sorry, not pre-market, after-market, it went up almost 2%. So I'm not too worried about that. In terms of the average volume, a lot of volume came in on Friday, so I guess a lot of selling volume had come in on Mullen, which had an average 260 compared to 211. So remember, guys, back then we were around 300 million in terms of market cap, a couple months back, couple weeks back. So I would say the market cap is still growing. Mullen's a young company, and it's going to be going through all this type of phase. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Mullen is at a very cheap price right now. So in terms of the comps, Lucid pushed up a bit. Rivian came down, and overall market, I would say the S&P was basically flat, and the Dow was basically flat. So let's take a look at the options and see what happened. So remember, all along we were looking at the options to come in at 71,000. That was the open interest. So what actually came in for calls was 39,000. So there were quite a bit of puts that came in, about maybe half of the calls. Usually puts are basically non-existent, but we got less calls that actually closed on Friday, and we got puts, half the amount of puts that closed on Friday. So not much, we wanted to see the call volume stay at the 71,000 based on what we were looking at, days ago, but it actually came in a little lower. So for this week, our open interest is at 41,000, and for March 3rd, 22,000, March 10th, 6,000. So I was kind of curious in terms of, okay, so if the stock is gonna by the 6th of September, need to be back up above $1, need to be above $1 in order to stay on the Nasdaq or the Russell. Let me look and see what's going on with a call that is way out in terms of dates. So I say, okay, October, I looked, the open interest was pretty low. And in terms of January of next year, they actually have quite a bit of interest here. 65,000 in terms of interest. And for those who follow options, see that Mullen has pulled back now. It's so cheap to buy options on Mullen, for even to say Mullen will reach 50 cents by next year, January 2024. So this is what you would call like a leap call, and to get to $1, it's actually 90 cents compared to $1.40 for the 50-cent call. So actually I have bought a position. I couldn't stay away from it, guys. But as I said, my thoughts on Mullen is that, again, we have been through this 3 times, and this would be a great buying opportunity. I think it is. I'm not seeing anything major wrong with the stock itself or with the company so far. All the growth companies, not the growth, the startup companies started at the same point in terms of, getting the R&D going, getting production moving, and then start delivering before they start making profits. And then it takes a while for the companies to become profitable. They say it usually takes 3 years for any company, no matter how big or small, to break even. But for me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person who doesn't have fear when it comes on to the market, because I'm looking for opportunities, and right now I'm seeing it. But as I said, not financial advice, but if you do go in, make sure you have your stop loss set just in case it pull back. And if it does pull back, it would come down to the 21 cents. But for now, I'm hoping that it will hold this level, the 26 cents or higher level, and start pushing back up to retest this diagonal resistance line here, guys. So that is what I have for you for the weekend. I'm very positive on Mullen. Give me your thoughts. What you think will be happening with Mullen come Monday morning. I'll do another video come Monday morning once the market. No, sorry. There will be no trade on Monday because I think it's a public holiday. So it's actually Tuesday, so it's going to be a long weekend, guys. So give me your thoughts on what you think will happen for Tuesday morning when the stock market opens again. And then, we continue this journey together, guys. I think we are pioneers, so to speak, when it comes on to getting in early on a stock that, we're looking forward that at the end of the day, it will do great things in terms of getting the share price up, getting deliveries going, and grab some market share out there from the other EV companies. All right, guys. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of the weekend.